Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Mayfield on play action.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Mike 51. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Look at.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. With that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing, Mayfield steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at the 20. Shoves him aside.
A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 56 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Reed returning. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10.
Check. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Here it comes. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our Mike 51. Mike 51. I got it. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Hey, we got to get the
Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Wilson's going to hold on to it.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Bend. Go 14. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Watch the screen.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm.
To try again after the sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Play fake. Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one, 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 7's a Mike. He's scared.
Wilson. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike 7. Mike 7. It's a party now.
It's Wilson on the option. On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Darrell Taylor.
What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line,
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Denver. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he'll find Hall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Reed. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game.
Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's Carson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On first down, it's Hawkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This is caught by Hawkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 22, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
51 the mic, boys. 51. Alert, alert, alert. Get that ball. Get that ball. Shoot.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, see? Here I come. Here I come. Big dad. Come, come.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the flag.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing now is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 51 to Mike, boys, 51. Here we go, here we go. Touch 50, touch 50. Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, yes, 51 to Mike, 51 to Mike.
Wilson to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Wild Bill.
Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.